An obvious way you can tell which ideology is the bad one is which ideology is building a wall to keep people in and prevent them from escaping.
Right.
Like, so East Berlin built the wall, not West Berlin.
Right.
They built the wall because people were trying to escape from communism to West Berlin. But there wasn't anyone going from West Berlin to East Berlin.
Right.
That's why the communists had to build a wall to keep people from escaping.
They're going to have to build a wall around New York City.
Yeah, so
when you say this guy's
it's
a
kind of an obvious
charismatic
tell
swindler,
that an
yes.
ideology is problematic if that ideology has to build a wall to keep people in with machine guns
Yes.
and shoot you if you try to leave.
Also, there's no examples of it being successful ever. We're
Yes.
working out for people. No, there's examples of a bunch of lies, like North Korea, give the land to the state, we'll be in control of food, no one goes hungry. No, now no one can grow food but the government, and we'll tell you exactly what you eat, and you eat very little.
Right.
Yeah. When you say Mamdani's a swindler, I know he has a bunch of fake accents that he used to use.
Yeah.
And, but what else has he done that makes him a swindler?
Well, I guess if you say if you say to any audience whatever that audience wants to hear, instead of having a consistent message, I would say that is a swindly thing to do. Yeah. Yeah. But he is charismatic.
Yeah, good-looking guy, smart, charismatic,
Yeah.
great on a microphone.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
what the young people want to see, like this ethnic guy who's young and vibrant and has all these socialist ideas, aligns with them, and they're a bunch of broke dorks just out of college, like, yay, let's vote for this, and there's a lot of them, and they're activated, they're motivated.
I guess we'll see what happens here.
What do you think happens if he wins? Because like 1% of New York City is responsible for 50% of their tax base, which is kind of nuts. 50% of the tax revenue comes from 1% of the population, and those are the people that you're scaring off. You lose one half of 1%.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully the stuff he's said, about government takeovers of like that all the stores should be the government basically.
Well, I don't think he said that. I think he said they want to do government supermarkets, some state-run or city-run supermarkets.
Yeah. Well, it just the government is the DMV at scale. So you have to say, like, do you want the DMV running your supermarket?
Right.
Was your last experience at the DMV amazing? And if it wasn't, you probably don't want the government doing things.
Imagine if they were responsible for getting you blueberries.
Yeah. It's not going to be good. I mean, the thing about communism is it was all bread lines and bad shoes. Do you want ugly shoes and bread lines? Because that's what communism gets you.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens and whether or not they snap out of it and overcorrect and go to some Rudy Giuliani type character next. Because it's been a long time since there was any sort of Republican leader there.
And we live in the most interesting of times, because we face simultaneously face civilizational decline, and incredible prosperity, and these timelines are interwoven. So if Mamdani's policies are put into place, especially at scale, it would be a catastrophic decline in living standards, not just for the rich but for everyone, as has been the case with every socialist experiment.
Like, what did Mamdani say in his acceptance speech in New York? He said there is no problem. What did he say about no problem too big for the government or too small for the government to fix? See what he said. Because I was like, boy, that sounds a lot like communism.
That sounds like a terrifying misunderstanding about how the way things work.
It's going to be very fascinating to see what he's able to do and what he's not able to do and what the reaction is going to be. His victory speech draws concern as New York mayor vows no problem too large for government to solve. And I think it was too small for government to care about was the next point that he said. Something like, yeah, that's it. Or too small for it to care. No concern, too small for it to care about.
Man, that is...
that's a call for a bigger government, right? And this is people's solution. Like, we have so many problems. We just need to redistribute wealth, and we need more government. Like, you're just going to redistribute it through the government. Like, is this going to help normal people? What helps normal people usually is a thriving economy.
Yep.
That's what helps normal people. And the problem with that is some people have to get stupid rich when that happens. Because there's some psychos that, go full Jeff Bezos and, you get worth hundreds of billions of dollars, or Zuck or Elon or any of these folks. You get into this weird place. But that's just an anomaly. And you gotta, as long as they're not criminals or not doing anything really fucked up, unfortunately, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But also, you don't have limitations on how much you can succeed. And this sort of competition keeps everything rolling. It keeps everything thriving, and you get a good flowing economy. Obviously, I'm not an economist. You can tell. But my point is, the other side of it is terrifying, because if you decide what people make and how much they make, and who gets to decide? Men with guns. It always goes down to men with guns, because at a certain point in time, you go like, fuck you, I'm not giving you 90% in taxes, and I've got a security team of 50 guys with machine guns, and we're held up, our bank is now fortified, like, hey, fuck you, and then you got to respond, so you bring in the military. And then, this is every single time this has been implemented. North Korea, they said, we're going to take over the farms. That way everybody's going to have food. Now they're all fucked. And it all boils down to these psychopaths who chameleon themselves into position of being the solution to all that ails you. I'm the one, and I'm going to say the right words, and I'm going to have the right haircut, and I'm going to look presentable, and I'm going to sell you down the river. And I'm going to sell you down the river like all of them do.